Yes, welcome back to the channel GH247. It is happening all over in Ghana. Ghanaians are the most excited citizens at this moment. Dear friend, you remember you are on GH247. Yes, wherever you are in the diaspora, all over Europe, know that this is your channel. Like the video, share the video, and let me hear from you in the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, the budget for the Republic of Ghana has finally been presented on behalf of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama by this young man here. Yes, the Finance Minister of Ghana yesterday finally presented a budget for a new government. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see on your screen, made in Ghana bag. He came in not with Versace, not with Gucci, not with what? He came in with made in Ghana bag. It is a strong signal. Let's get started. GH247, once again, welcome to GH247 News. It is happening right in Ghana. Ghanaians are happy for good reason. Let's get started, my dear friend. Quickly. You see, in presenting the budget yesterday, this bag alone is a signal of what is about to happen in Ghana. And let me show you a brief video. Yes, the factory where the bag was made. Oh, yes, for you to believe that it's a made in Ghana bag. You see this logo? It's Ghana government logo. Now let's go to the video. The factory where the bag was made. That is a factory. That is a factory in your view. Oh, yes. All right, dear friends, you have seen it all. Made in Ghana bag. Finance Minister of Ghana, yes, Casiel Forson, doctor, presenting the budget for the year 2025. Yes, and ladies and gentlemen, like you saw it by yourself, made in Ghana bag. I am so proud because this bag you are seeing on the screen is perfect for our finance minister, Ghana's finance minister, to come to the parliament to speak on behalf of the president with made in Ghana. I would have expected him also to use a made in Ghana suit. We should have seen all this our fugu and stuff, you know. But we are starting from the back, dear friends. Now let's move on to the parliament. When he arrived to present the budget, as always, the minority leader, Afenyo Makins, again. With all the noise, I don't know what this man is up for. I am not too sure what he really wanted. Dear friends, he started again with rhetorics, shouting on top of his voice, and the speaker has this to tell him, even before the budget was being read out. Listen to what the speaker has to say. Yes.
And economic policy of the government shall be presented to the House by the minister responsible for finance on behalf of or on the authority of the president. That's first. Second, and in a form the House may determine. Honorable Minority Leader, you are not in the shouting battle. Please. This is the House. The only way the House can determine however you define form is when the statement is presented to you. The House cannot determine this matter outside the House. You can only determine it when you are truly sitting as a House. And this is the House, he's presenting the statement. If you decide that you want form, you define form in any different manner, as we are doing, then this is the time when it is presented, you take this opportunity to determine that form you want.
You will take the opportunity to determine the form you want. Honorable minority leader, you are not in a shouting competition with anyone. You heard the speaker say that. You are not in a shouting competition with anyone. Come on. Now let's continue. I have a lot to say. Like I said to you, this time around, Ghanaians are very excited hearing the finance minister speaking. Listen, good news for the investor community. Yes, the investors. Finance Minister Dr. Casiel Forson will today, as we speak, present a bill under certificate of urgency. Yes, under certificate of urgency today. Ladies and gentlemen, to repeal the betting tax and the E-levy. To repeal the betting tax and the E-levy. Betting tax. You see, Ghanaian youths are the winners in this budget. This budget is focused on the people. The ordinary Ghanaian. The ordinary Ghanaian. You see, this government, John Mahama's government, is not focusing on the elite in society. Their focus is on the youth, the unemployed, the marginalized, the women, the market women, and the children, the girl child. The entire budget is focusing on the people, not just the elite in society. Dear friends, there will be a repeal today in Parliament under a certificate of urgency to repeal the betting tax that the youth have been crying about. The E-levy, oh yes, any money you transfer to your grandmother, your your uncle, your auntie, 100 Ghana cedis, they take you tax. They are going to be repealing that law today in Parliament under a certificate of urgency. They will also repeal the emission tax as well as the COVID levy. When other nations, other countries are supporting their nationals, even paying the monthly allowance to help them to recover, Ghanaian, the elsewhere Akufo-Addo government is still taxing Ghanaians for COVID. It's still taxing Ghanaians for COVID. Thank God. Why Ghanaians are happy right now? Because all these laws are going to be repealed by the special grace of God Almighty. And very soon, hopefully today, the bill will be sent to Parliament for it to be repealed. For those who watch the budget 2025, dear friends, and found it confusing, for those of you who listened to the Honorable Finance Minister and found it confusing, I mean, what Finance Minister Forson said about uncapping certain funds to free revenue for government, I will explain to you right now. I will explain to you. I will try to explain it in a basic terms. So that you can understand it. Now, let's get started. You see, Ghana earmarked certain amounts. Okay, from our annual revenue to certain statutory entities and others like Ghana Education Trust Fund, National Health Insurance Levy, District Assembly Common Fund, etc. Now, all these have laws establishing them. All these have laws backing or establishing them. And the letter is in the Constitution as well, dear friends. Now, what this means is this. Like the 2.5% charge with VAT for the National Health Insurance and another for Get Fund and which is in Article 252 of the Constitution, right? Which says not less than 5% of total annual revenue. It says that not less than 5% of total annual revenue should be paid into District Assembly Common Fund. You get it? But something happened under the S.Y. Akufo-Addo government. The government has to pay this amount for its intended purposes. But this did not happen in the elsewhere administration. So what this new government wants to do, listen, you see, in 2017 or in 2017, then Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta sent a bill to Parliament to determine how much the government will give as payments. That's capping it. Instead of going by the normal, law that was established, 5%, S.Y. government in 2017 sent a new bill to Parliament that they will now determine how much they want to give. No longer 5%, 2.5% for National Insurance Scheme, and then 2.54% for the District Assembly Common Fund. No. They said no. They will determine whether to give them 1%, 2%. So they cap it. You get it? Now, that was in 2017. So that is what they've been doing all these while. And they also realign and reset to use in other areas determined by the government. They realign and they reset it in order that the rest of the money, they will be the one to determine where to spend it, what to spend it on. Now, two NDC MPs then went to the Supreme Court to challenge the part on the District Assembly Common Fund as unconstitutional. And the Supreme Court ruled in their favor. So basically, what Minister Forson said yesterday, but that is going to uncap it, is they will amend that law to uncap the said earmark funds. Do you get it now? The said earmark funds. And when they do that, get fund a loan, which they will use to fund the free senior high school. Once they uncap it, they can now use get fund to fund the free senior high school. So right now, what it means is that there is a provision now being made for free senior high school. It will no longer be a story of there is no money to pay to feed our children in school. No, because there is an amount that is already made available every month. That one, as soon as the VAT and then IRS collect the tax, they know how much they are to allocate for free senior high school. Get fund a loan, which they will use to fund the free senior high school. As for the numbers and impact, we will research more on that, and I will let you know in later this. I just want to hope that this little explanation that I've given, because when the finance minister was speaking, that is going to uncap certain statutory funds to support certain areas. Some of us were asking, what is the meaning of uncapping? That is why I took my time to make this research. Dear friends, now, speaking after the presentation of the budget, with John FM, the finance minister further explains certain things. And I would like you to listen carefully before we end. We are about to run up. Listen to the finance minister speaking again at the end of the day with John FM, PM. This is credit to John FM. I want to listen to him.
Parliament will be able to take it through certificate of urgency. And if they do, His Excellency the President will sign them immediately. And immediately we'll have them released.
So tomorrow you specifically request for it to be treated as a revenue agency?
I request it is part of the, because it's a revenue bill, and under the Constitution you have a leeway to lay finance bills under certificate of urgency.
Do you have the backing of your 183 members?
Oh yes.
Oh
yes, you saw it today. And as for the backing of the NDC majority caucus, we have it 100%.
So it's very likely that by the close of tomorrow, these will have taken effect.
It's very likely that tomorrow I will lay it, And I'm hopeful that Parliament will immediately act. I can't preempt Parliament. I know the rules have been there for years and I've served as a leader of that house before. So I don't want to preempt what Parliament will do. But I can assure you that I will do my bit tomorrow. I'll submit it to Parliament. And looking at the agency involved, I'm hopeful that Parliament will take it to the federal state.
We are hopeful that that bill will be repealed in Parliament. We have the numbers. We have the numbers to repeal any bill we want to repeal. The betting tax by the close of day today, Wednesday. Like you heard him say, the president is ready to sign it into law immediately. Immediately. The only thing is that knowing the rules of Parliament, he doesn't want to give full assurance that all will go through today. I mean, instantly. There can be some little delays here and there. But the hope is that this week, the betting tax, oh, come on, by the weekend, those guys who want to bet on their games, 10% of, come on, guys, cheer up. New relief, fresh air in the atmosphere for Ghanaians. Guys, it is GH247 News. Wherever you are on the globe, I'll be back. Remember, Ato Forson is delivering. Now his new name on the street in Ghana is what? Atonomics. Atonomics. That is his new name. Ghana's finance minister new name is Atonomics. Listen, the NPP, the New Patriotic Party government, they are shocked to the core. They are surprised the way and manner he presented the budget. They were surprised. They were shocked. How could he cancel all these tax, all these levies, and still be able to list a number of events, a number of things that they listed money. In fact, even assemblymen are on his budget for monthly allowance. Monthly allowance. Oh yes. Student loan is on the budget. How do you call it? Teacher trainees allowance is on the budget. NPP, they are wondering how did he manage? Now they've tagged him, Atonomics. Guys, this is GH247. Like the video, share the video, and I'll be back with more exclusives. Shalom and peace.